Today we're going to put together a plywood redworm compost bin, and the way we sell them is in a kit or instructions. This right here is a kit, and right now I'm going to put it together for you. It should take about 15 minutes. First, in your kit you want to make sure everything's in it. This big flat piece here is the bottom because it's got holes drilled in it, and these are your handles. Now this kit is painted. Most kits can be ordered unpainted or painted. These two pieces here are your sides. You've got your screen divider. You've got your two end pieces all ready to go. And your bottom supports and your hinge supports. And we'll show how all this works. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put together the sides and the front and the back. And let's see. The easiest way to do this is to have your bin upside down so that your top is flush. Okay, so on every corner you want to put in 3 screws, and that is enough to support any weight of compost that you have in this bin. Okay, now we got one side done. We'll do the other. When you put the sides and the front and back together, you don't so much have to worry about squaring it up, because when you put the bottom in, it fits in there pretty snug and it'll square it up pretty good for you. The next step is putting in our bottom supports. And you might want a tape measure for that, for the centerpiece, just to make sure you're fairly close to the center. And your bin width is 43 inches, so you want your center at 21 and a half. Just draw a little line there. Okay, each piece is going to get 2 screws. On these ends, you want to go through the sides. You want your 1x2 to be flat so that you have a maximum amount of space inside your bin for composting. Next, we're going to put the floor in. And there's usually a good side and a bad side. This side looks the best, so we want that on top of the floor. Yeah, as you can see here, it's nice and snug. We're going to put 3 screws on the ends and 2 screws in the middle. If you're on a table like this, it helps a lot to angle it down. So your bottom is secured, and the next step we're going to put the screen divider in, and we're going to put our hinge supports. Now your screen divider is so that you can compost on one side, and then when this side is full, you start composting on this side. And what that does is it gives a chance for your worms to finish this side and move over, and as this is filling up, the eggs will hatch that have been laid over here, and then they'll move over, and so by the time this side is full, this side's done, ready to come out, and painless. Basically, you just take the compost out and use it. You might have some to filter out, but some debris, but usually it's in pretty good shape. Check center on that. 21.5. We're pretty close. All right. 2 screws on each side. I'm gonna hold that in. The screen divider isn't any real support for the bin, so it doesn't take a whole lot of screws to keep it in place. Your next step is, this is a piece of just 1x2, and what we do is we put this about 1 inch down so that we can screw our hinges into it, and it gives this extra strength because the lid is kind of large, so it helps to have that extra support. And the way we're measuring the 1 inch down is these supports are 1 inch thick. And on the first side I can use this support, and then on the next side I'll just roll it down. These screws are basically just to hold it in place. When we put the hinges in, that'll give it more support. Okay, so since I don't have a measurement tool here, I'm going to put this right up to the edge and I'm going to roll it down. Alright, we're almost done. 2 more pieces. We've got the handles to put on and the lid. Alright, again, you want to measure so it's nice and even. We're going to go down 4 inches and draw a line. Now your handles have 2-inch screws in it, and they're already installed so that you don't get them mixed up with the 1 1/4-inch screws that come with the rest of the kit. And also for extra strength is why we use the 2-inch. Alright. Okay, one thing I did before I started the video is I put the hinges on already, and they are on the inside 4 1/4 inches in from the inside edge, or 5 3/4 from the outside. And the reason we put the hinge in like that is so that when you open this box, the lid stays open. Fall on you. Okay, with our fingers we're going to make sure it's centered. One thing I like to do is on the first screw, I put it at the top of the hole so that when the screw goes all the way in, it lifts the lid just a hair off of the bin. Just in case there's some swelling or anything in the weather, your bin lid will still shut. Alright, so we're finished. So what you see here is our Northwest Redworms large plywood bin kit, painted. You can get just the instructions that shows you the cutout and the measurements that you need to do this all by yourself, or you can buy the kit already done if you don't have the tools. And you see how quick it goes together. You see how well it works. Thanks for watching the video.